Everybody, welcome to another round of the Mega Man 10 tournament. Got ourselves two great competitors here. Siberian Bull versus Infinite Mystery in the bonus bracket. Both these players are legends in their own right. Siberian Bull is the champion of POW percent in Mega Man 6. Fun to see him playing some of the other games and getting his time improved there. And Infinite Mystery is the ultimate champion of the long play. If you've watched a Big 20 or Triple M or any of those long runs, he's a legend. He goes into them like it partially blind and just plays them until he wins, and it doesn't matter how long it takes. It's an incredible feat to watch. Yeah, looking forward to this. All right, we're getting started here. Just waiting on the restream to catch up here, but we're going to be entering Pump Man here shortly. And there we are. Pump Man is the water stage of the 8 robots here, going through sewers. Got the a lot of like little mini interesting mechanics in here where there's some of the water pushing you in certain directions, so you have to kind of fight against it. Obviously there's the actual water physics of jumping in and out, getting the extra boost in your height. And then the Mets in this stage that fire off these they're slippery shots. They kind of give you a little extra ice physics as you're moving through. So we're in the screen here with the Scissor Shrimper. This screen is a forward-moving water screen. Pushes you forward, so it helps increase your movement. Immediately into the backwards-moving screen here. There's some delay in movement that you want to do here a little bit to make sure that you don't get trapped in these bubbles and get thrown up into the spikes. Can be a little dangerous at times, but through okay. Going into the Pump Man fight. Pump Man will put up his shield right away and then jump. I believe it's between 1 and 3 times. His shield is pretty good. Like, you have to shoot it multiple times to break each bubble, but you can shoot directly through it. So if you're standing in the right position, you can just shoot him directly through and not have to worry about it. So you'll see some runners time their shots to kind of get like direct hits into iframes, and other runners kind of mash through trying to destroy as many bubbles as possible, make it as easy as possible for them to get more hits in as they as he jumps up and around his multiple jump pattern. Seen Infinite Mystery, stop to get a few bolts. There is a shop in this game. You may end up stopping in there to get some E-tanks for some safety on some of the later stages. There's also Spike Guard and Beat could also be useful. And so we are just going to go weakness order here after Pump Man. There's no like extra like super speed weapon that you want to get right away. Just get things that's in your path as quickly as possible. Solar Man stage full of the instant death fire and some enemies here, these flowers, where they're invulnerable while they're charging up. We have the birds. If you know exactly what you're doing, you can manipulate the birds to give you a faster pattern. But even then, it's fairly difficult to get that to all line up properly. You have to not slow down and set it up exactly the right way. Not too bad, just to deal with what pattern you get. Water Shield is a really good weapon. Has all these little different pieces to it, which can each individually deal damage or block shots from enemies. We'll see that quite a few times. Stage is highly vertical, so a lot of rush coil usage here to save some time climbing ladders. And we have Solar Man himself. Solar is a very tough buster fight. And the water shield fight can go relatively simply if you set him up in the right way. You want him to kind of headbutt you. Makes it so he just stands there for a couple extra seconds instead of jumping around and getting his sun above his head back. Mystery going into the birds. Alright, we have Chill Man here over here on Siberian Bull's side, which is our ice stage. Some pretty unique mechanics here with the breakable ice blocks. This is one of the spots where we'll see a lot of water shield usage to break these blocks below you instead of having to jump on them twice. There's two instances of the shield to break those. Really is convenient that like the W tank is the slightly faster path in this stage. It's a thing is really handy to have, and if you're doing the most optimal route, it's the one that you use instead of the full M tank. Flash screen can be kind of dangerous with all of the breakable ice blocks. But through it just fine. Chill Man, weak to solar, only takes 3 damage from Solar Blaze. And you may have noticed that this game has quick weapon canceling. Like you can fire a weapon, swap weapons, and it'll change. like that weapon will leave the screen immediately so you can fire again. This fight can be very fast and very tricky to do with those weapon canceling shots every time that you want to deal damage. Mister's having a little bit of trouble climbing up here. Opt into his E-Tank. Not a bad choice. Solar Blaze is very powerful. Deals a lot of damage very quickly. So it's used to kill a lot of enemies in your way. It splits when it hits an enemy, so it fires both directions, so it can hit things behind you as well. Chill Spike. Isn't a... well... It's a useful weapon in certain contexts and not useful in others. It lays a little chill spike on the ground that can deal damage to enemies. If you fire it directly at an enemy, it can freeze them in place. Yep, truck's just right. And riding the last truck. Use this truck at the right time so it doesn't block the hole. Very nice. Nice decision there to freeze the Joe at the end instead of firing 2 solar blazes into it. Alright, and Nitro Man here. Hoping for him to dash back and forth across the screen a few times. Very nice. Not a lot of horizontal speed up items in this game, but Wheel Cutter is your vertical climbing weapon. Putting it on a wall lets you climb up that wall very quickly, as long as you're holding onto it. You can also release it and have it roll along the ground. Very cool weapon. We have Commando Man stage here, which is in like a quicksand desert. These sandstorms you want to jump into when they're pushing forward here. Oh, just missed his jump. It can be dangerous since you don't have a lot of time to jump each time that the sandstorm pushes you forward, like close to the edge there. And you are moving fairly quickly in the sand. And it blocks out your vision of where the platforms are, so if you don't know, it can be scary as well. But gets through just fine second try. This is a screen where instead of pushing you forward, Sand's pushing you backwards. So flying on Rush Jet above the screen to avoid the backwards push. Alright, infinitemystery. One more hit. One more hit. There we go. It's through. Commando Man is a little odd. For whatever reason, he doesn't have any invulnerability frames whenever he jumps, like in the ascent of his jump. So you can deal damage to him very quickly. Looks like Bull didn't get a super favorable pattern for doing that this time, but something to keep in mind for when the refights roll around. Looks like Mystery bought the energy balancer. And as we increase our weapon repertoire here, the amount of swaps for each weapon gets to be a little bit bigger, and the amount of weapon usage increases dramatically because every weapon does have a lot of uses. So it can be, as you get further into the game, it gets to be more and more complex. Trying to get all your fast weapon swaps through. Got Tri-Castle here, very nice. We're gonna see some coil to coils. Ah, we got it. We got an attempt. It's a good try. These seesaws, you could ride all the way across here. Jumping back and forth is slow, so usually just see the runners do the first little instance of it to get themselves a little boost forward, and then ride Rush Jet the rest of the way. Gotta be careful not to make sure that you don't bonk your head in the spikes in that last section. Always fun watching the trucks ram into each other here in the end of Nitro Man stage. Pretty solid Blade Man fight there from Bull. Pretty interesting last hit where I blew up the bomb on the end of the screen, and Blade Man jumped over to it and got hit by like the last explosion. And Triple Blade. Triple Blade is very good. It's very good maybe because it's slightly broken. The weapon can double hit a lot of enemies if you shoot it point blank into them, even through invulnerability. So some bosses will take a lot of damage from Triple Blade, just double mashing it into them. The sports theme here, really really interesting and really well done. This theme is like the track for this song is one of the better thematically for the stage in all of Mega Man, in my opinion. Nice pump shield strats. Blocker cycles here. Okay, got through without, well, without getting hit by the lockers themselves. Depending on your global cycle through the game, or through the stage, I should say, which lockers open up in front of you can be a little bit different. So you want to try to do things relatively the same every time, so you know where those lockers are going to open up. Can be a little tough if you get hit at a weird time. Not bad, not bad. One thing about the sand here is you do want to be jumping out of it. It does slow down your horizontal movements slightly as you're walking in it, so just want to make sure that you're not in it as much as possible. And we got Sheep Man. Everyone's favorite emote. Sort of, the stage has two disappearing block gimmicks, I guess. It has this one where the blocks disappear when you stand on them, and it has the standard Yoku block disappearing block sections later on. Very cool stage design. And the Octobulb. See if we can get the... Yeah, got the one commando bomb. Nice and easy setup. Treadmills in the stage do like raise platforms up, but we have access to Rush, so we don't need to use those. Do need to do it for Octobulb to make him vulnerable, but fortunately don't have to do any of the other puzzles involving them. Oh, just whiffed landing on Rush. Bull did get a little bit of Rush Jet ammo. Alright, so he's gonna use the treadmill to save some of that. Yep, classic Yoku block section. So we get to see the mechanic at play, since we're a little low on Rush usage. Oh, we're gonna W tank. All right, not a bad decision here. If you don't know the Yoku block cycles or what to do through this screen, where the Yoku blocks are going to end up, probably not a bad idea to just W tank and get through. It's a backup W tank there, but opts not to do the puzzle to get it. Alright, and Rebound Striker. Rebound Striker is a tough weapon to utilize. You want it to bounce on multiple walls. Every time it bounces, it gets increased damage. But setting it up on Sheepman, who can kind of turn into 4 different clouds, and you don't know which one he's in, can be a little tough. We're through. Mystery cleaning up Commando Man there. Thunderwool, everyone's favorite weapon. We'll see if Siberian Bull goes for the thing. But there's a couple uses of Thunderwool that are really cool. We got the archives coming up here. This first section can be manipulated if you kill certain enemies and you hit the door at a specific time. Because it's pretty consistent, you could set this up to always know who your first Robot Master is going to appear is going to be. In the archives one. And we've got Abandoned Memory. Just like the rest of the games, well, most of the rest of the games in the classic Mega Man series, your weapon usage matters from here on out. Every weapon use that you get, you don't have for the rest of the castle stages unless you get refills or you use the M-Tank. There's a couple different routes for the M-Tank to get the most use out of it or save the most time. We'll see where Siberian Bull decides to utilize his. Nice stop off for the health there. Mystery's health is a little bit low going into the last seesaw screen here, so see how this ends up here. Gotta be a little careful. Unlucky shots. Okay. Alright. Mysteries to the end here. Gonna get the W tank. Alright, in Archive 3. Slashman, please. Slashman's probably the most awkward of them to fight, since You want him to land on the chill spike. You can always back up to triple blade though. Always the correct backup weapon is triple blade. When you're in doubt, just swap the triple blade. Alright. Mystery made it to Blade Man. Looks like Bull is going to opt into a game over here. Not a bad spot to do it, just right here. The spike's right at the start, plus it refills all your weapon energy. Only having one life for the stage can be pretty tough. Get one of the regular enemy use kills out of Rebound Striker there. Have it bounce on the floor and ceiling a few times to get enough damage to defeat that shield enemy. Good birds. Alright, and then, oh, bad cycle. So once again, the crushers in the stage are global cycle based from when you start the stage. So if you go in at the wrong time and you think, oh, this is fine, then you can get stomped. You'll see some runners kind of slow down a little bit to see which stomper comes down first. Alright, there. Snapple knows that he should be fine to go as long as he knows which cycle is, or which ones come down at which time. There is another section later in the stage with more of those. Triple Blade Octobulb. Good backup, since I presume he's doing that backup because of how much Commando Bomb he had to use on the birds mini boss twice. Alright, here's another. Alright, should be good to go from here. I think with that setup, you can just go as long as you don't stop, and then none of them are in your way. Excellent. We've got Crab Puncher. Alright, we're gonna see it. Tried. It wasn't quite far enough forward to get the T-Wall. This might be good. Alright, that'll work. Yeah, the Thunderwall Crab Puncher fight is pretty new. There's a certain range of pixels that you can place the Thunderbolt to get the kill very fast. And saves some Commando Bomb usage, so it ends up being pretty useful for the weapon routing through the end game, since Thunderbolt isn't used hardly anywhere else. Mystery's resetting up his locker screen. Didn't like where those were coming out at. I've got the combination of the underwater with the seesaw platforms, and we're just going to say no to that platforming section there. Just Rush Jet solves the problem. These sections here, they're always the same. You can kind of set yourself up with the platform. You can move it in certain spots to always be able to dodge the Met shots and not have to worry about the spikes too much. There's some stuff that you can do right at the very end to reach the gate slightly faster, but can be very tough to do. It involves riding on Rush at specific times. For the first screen, it's a coil into jet, into coil into jet. All right, we have the Block Devil. Vulnerable for a little bit here as he forms up. At a certain time in the fight here, you want to fire the rebound strikers. Alright. Nice job. Ended up using all of his rebound striker, but still has the M-Tank, so should be totally fine going into the refights here. Alright, nice octo build from Mystery there. Oh, he's getting some replenishment. Rebound striker. Probably going to end up getting the last one on this end of the screen too for it. Yep. Oh, that last striker would have landed into the correct sheep. That would have finished him off. Last sheep, or the correct sheep cloud. Let's see if we get a slightly more favorable commando pattern here. The extra jumps. Alright, Mystery's gonna just wait out the cycle here. When in doubt, triple blade is the way to go. Deals damage slightly faster than the Buster does because it can double hit. Nice dodge. Mystery opting into a death here. Since he was at 1 HP, would have been pretty tough. Alright, there's Nitro Man doing the thing, finally. Alright, and another instance of Solar Blade canceling, or Solar Blaze. Gotta be pretty careful here, since now you have all these weapons. Like, it's pretty easy to cancel back to Buster instead of Solar Blaze. Like, you want to go back and forth, but if you hit both weapon select buttons at the same time, you go back to Buster, and then you have to swap like 4 times, or however many it is, to get back to Solar Blaze. Alright, M-Tank refill here. Refill Commando Bomb so he doesn't have to deal with Blade Man. And we'll set up the machine fight a lot better here as well. Looks like Infinite Mystery bought 60 tanks and a spike guard. Good safety backup there. We got the Pirate Wily ship. Number of swaps for going from like coil to water shield. The weakness here is a lot of swaps. Nice job getting him in the one full cycle though. Didn't have to have him go back up to the top of the screen and deal with him there. But Wily escaped. Where did he go to? He went into space. Wily in the Great Space Elevator. Looks like Siberian Bull's gonna go for the Tiki Manip. Because every stage is on its own global cycle, you could set up the boss fight here at the end with a manipulation to get him to do the most favorable pattern. Some of it can involve some really tricky movement and killing specific enemies at specific times, or you can just go in see where we get. Alright, that's a good. Where's... Couldn't find Chill Spike. It's alright. Swap to every weapon but Chill Spike, but we found it. Alright, another one. And the good spawn. We're hoping for that long like the big bullet swoop back and forth across the screen, because that keeps Wily as vulnerable as possible for as long as possible. All right. GG to Bull. Well, we've got Mystery in the archives. Bull with the official. Am I still in the race room? Yeah. Official race time of 43:04. Very solid. Hey, what's up, Bull? GG.
Thank you, thank you. I hate stubbed my toe sometimes.
You stubbed your toe?
Yeah, Commando Man stage.
Oh, yeah.
It was like hit that middle platform. It was like, well, there goes what chance of a PB there could have been.
Yeah, just the little bit of extra speed didn't quite time your jump in time and ended up falling into the pit there. The other one that was a little tragic was the Sheep Man just whiffed the coil.
Whiffing the coil, Jesus. I don't want to talk about that because I had to. There's no fast way to do that outside of consuming the weapon tank.
Yeah.
So, which makes tragedy number 3 even just as funny. Because the game over was intended.
Yeah.
The game over was intended, and then I had no idea what cycle I was on going into the first set of crushers.
Yeah, yeah. Going into the crushers, it's like, I mean, you can just go for it, and there he is. Yeah, sometimes that'll just happen. Fortunately, the second time through the crushers, the second one came down right away, so you knew right away that you could just go through without too much trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. Then, aside from that, everything went smoothly, as I hoped. I was trying to practice. I hate, as everyone else does, Slashman in this game, trying to get the chill spike with him, so I've been practicing it, and I have got it.
Yeah, the Slashman, like, if you know he's going to come down, you can set up the chill spike ahead of time, but, like, getting him to actually do what you want to do without, like, just firing your chill spike directly into him and having it deal 1 damage instead is, it's a little tough. We're seeing Infinite Mystery having to deal with it here as well. He's going to opt into the triple blade backup. Which is not a bad way to just go about it.
Now, my hope is that he always lands that slash lands in the middle, and then he could jump right at me up against the wall and land on the spikes there.
Yep.
What else? Oh, forgetting that I had to use my M tank when I went to do the blade refight. It's like,
oh yeah.
Yeah,
I was wondering when you were going to use it, because it was getting to be pretty late into refights and you hadn't used it yet. I'm like, is he gonna use it anytime soon? And then in the blade refight, you ran out of Commando Bomb. I'm like, oh, okay, this is where he's gonna use it at.
Oh, I completely forgot about it. I was like, oh, right, I used a lot of Commando, and I have to use it here.
Yeah. Yeah, nice solid run from you.
Yeah, I can't complain too much about the rest. And outside of the mistakes, it was all right with how the rest of it went. I thought I had them. Okay, the Wily fight, I actually thought I actually got them in it, but then I forgot what weapon I had to use. So I'm like, where's my skill?
I might have chuckled a little bit at that, where you swapped to every weapon except Chill Spike. That's the pain of the quick weapon swap is it can be very fast unless you miss the like you overshoot it or go the wrong way.
Wrong way is always the worst because you just think it's like, all right, is he gonna be on the left side, right side? Let's go left side. No, it's on the right side.
Yeah.
No!
Yeah, we're just oh no. This section here is pretty tricky with mystery, with the bombs flying up and
yeah, it looks like he missed his input.
yep. Just walked off the edge before being able to jump.
I think I'm in wait mode right now. Let me check the tournament bracket.
Yeah, I think you're waiting for the next match. Is it between Coas?
I think it's Konami and Venice King.
Konami and Venice.
That could be an interesting one.
Yeah, should be a nice race there, and then nice follow-up from you when figure out who it is that you're going to be facing.
Alright, I'm gonna check out here since this race is still going on, but thanks again, everyone, for coming out. Follow Infinite Mystery, follow Plop Dot. You're still running 5, aren't you?
Yes, I'm still working on 5. But make sure that you're following Siberian Bull, too. He's a cool guy doing cool things. I presume you're going to be doing this a little bit more. Any other plans that you have?
Well, funny thing, I joined this tournament out of peer pressuring myself. I originally wanted to do base runs, but so eventually I want to go back to doing base runs.
Yeah.
I do have plans to do more PAL this year. I want to get it under 42 or 44
Excellent.
where I'm at, because that record has a death in it. I'm very annoyed by it.
I'm looking forward to seeing you play PAL% again. That's going to be really cool to see. You've done a lot to it since I last played. At some point, I'll come back and evaluate all of the things that you've incorporated and see what we can get going. But in the meantime, it's been really cool to just watch your progress with it.
All right, see you later, everyone.
Take care. Once again, make sure that you follow Siberian Bolt. Really good runner. He's done a lot of commentary for this as well. So he's been on here pretty often. You'll see him some more. Mystery having a little bit of trouble with the Octobulb. If you don't get it right away, these little mini bulbs kind of just get in the way constantly for the setup. All right. Trying to set up the water shield to finish him off here. I think there we are. Oh no, he's gonna land! Okay. He's gonna miss the M-Tank though, because he went left. I was really worried there he was going to end up going right and land on the spikes as he tried to get the in-tank. So, based off of where he was falling at, don't think that was a bad decision. Just it'll be a little bit tougher in the end game for not having a guaranteed refill of everything. Gotta be careful about all these different enemies firing and all their different shot patterns. Doesn't quite remember if there's parachute bomb out of the pit there. So, taking it safe. Always a good way to go if you're not sure. Do this last pressure screen. Probably gonna opt into waiting. Yep. If you don't recall what the exact cycle is, it's not a bad idea to just hang out and wait to be sure that you don't get crushed. Opting into an early E-tank here, just in case. We got the Crab Puncher. Getting punched. Sorry. Interesting mechanic here with the hitting him to knock him back. I don't think I've seen this mechanic in many bosses, mini bosses since like Mega Man 6. Of course, this could also be Mega Man 6 bias since I know that game really well. Alright, we're through Crab Puncher. Only got punched a couple times. These floor sliders can be really irritating if you hit them with any weapon other than chill. They just spray their bullets all around. It can be difficult to avoid. Like, if you set it, like, if you shoot them at the right time, you can kind of know where their bullets are going to be coming out at and kind of dodge around them. But if you miss your shot, like Mystery did it right at the very start there, or if you run into them and you have to deal with the spray. Alright, through the spike fall. Alright, and into the water seesaw section with the scissor shrimper. Scissor shrimper are a pretty tough enemy because you hit them once and they kind of try to dodge out of the way of your shots. And then like come at you at a weird angle afterwards. We've got the slippery physics here with the Mets again. Didn't quite trust his jump over those spikes. I didn't see if he lost his spike guard already, but still not a terrible decision to just be safe. Trying to kill this Met. Alright, we made it. Didn't surprise me if you got the life here. Yep. Alright, and then the second climb. Alright, we're through. Good, good. Another impossible Met. Doesn't want to open up. Alright, waiting out the slipperiness. I'm just gonna fly over the flowers here. Good plan. Deciding which weapon to fill up. You still need it. You gotta get through the wall. Unless you're gonna climb back up. Alright, and then the Block Devil. I want to be on those blocks. There we go. Opt into, yep, there we go. Good idea. Might need to end up using some rebound striker here if he's not careful. Yeah, it looks like probably will. Oh, he does have a lot of triple blade, and that is a good backup. You have to deal with the backwards block pattern. Takes a long time. Nice backup there, though. Getting the kill on Block Devil underneath. Can't hit him with Rebound Striker, because Rebound Striker will just bounce off of the blocks. Well, yeah. So, having the Triple Blade be able to shoot down, really handy there. Alright, so we got our weapon refills on that screen. Does have a couple of W tanks for the refights if he decides to opt into using those. Yeah, having full rebound striker is pretty useful for Sheep. You never know what he's gonna end up doing here. And because we have the quick weapon swaps, it doesn't really matter which fight we go into first. Some runners like to do certain bosses first. I think in a specific weapon route, the order that you do them in matters to make sure that you fill the least weapons possible with the M-Tank. But other than that, not a huge difference in routing for the refights. Nice hit. Alright. We've got Pump Man here. With the Thunderwool weakness, you kind of want to put the Thunderwolves in certain spots and hope he gives you the right jumps. But it can be tough to get them in the right spots. So I did see Siberian Bull do the blade strats instead, but Mystery had plenty of Thunderwool. Forgetting what weapon is the weakness, but we got it. Three left. And that you're just firing out all these little wheel cutters around everywhere. Oh. Alright, looks like Mystery couldn't decide if he wanted to E-tank or if he wasn't sure if he was going to die there, so... Might have opted into the death from that point, but... had more lives than he has E-tanks, I believe. Alright, we got a little bit more favorable pattern from Nitro Man that time. Spent more time in go mode. And then just leaves one left. Oh, accidentally turned it around. Good dodges. Oh, didn't quite dodge that last one. All right, round two. Nice, got the double hit there at the end. Certain spots on the wall can give you enough, give the bomb enough time to hit him early in the explosion and then late in the explosion as well. A little bit of trouble there with the pirate ship. Checking on his ammo. Okay. Alright, so he's gonna go into it with full blaze. Get these hits off here a little. a little bit more damage, a little bit quicker. He knows he needs water shield. Out of any more W tanks, so we'll see how the capsule fight goes. Dodge these attacks. All right, yeah, I would opt into the E-tank here. It's a good decision. Alright. It's a lot more damage, a lot quicker. Very nice. Yeah, for this part of the fight, you can do the walk back and forth here to avoid most of the bullets. Excellent. Still have an E-tank for capsule at the end, so... And I believe there is another E-tank on the way in, so should have a decent setup going in. And if Mystery's PB on his Twitch page is to be believed, if it's correct, I think he might be on PB pace. Doesn't want to overjump. Alright, yeah, there's a W tank up there. He does have enough commando bomb to get it. Yeah, just jump up and shoot. Don't have to try to do that the fancy way of aiming in the gap. Although that would be really cool to see. Be impressive. Alright. E-tank and another M-tank, so he's got 2 M-tanks. With less than half HP, is he going to opt into a death the first time though, or is he going to try to do it from here? Not a super favorable starting pattern. Oh, it's an M tank. Okay, that was in the one screen. He's just gonna fill them both up now, in case he needs the M tank later. All right. Pattern. Use it. Okay. That was a little bit frightening, but one more hit. All right, GG. All right, and Mystery finishes with an official race time of 1:18:55. Nice job. Checking if he wants to come in for an interview. Oh, I need a. Done. Okay. Can I drag him up? Hello?
Sorry. Hello, yes, sorry about that.
Hey, congrats on the run.
Thank you. I forgot just how, well, I shouldn't say I forgot, but yeah, Mega Man 10 is definitely my worst, if not my second worst classic game overall.
It's alright, it can be tough. There's a lot of, like, the way that the game feels is like it goes through, it's like intended for you to use a lot of weapons in a lot of different rooms, and if you don't do it a certain way, like I noticed you had some trouble with the second Octobulb fight.
Yeah.
Just like it ends up cascading into like, oh, now these enemies are on top of me. Oh, now I have to dodge all these electrical rings going around the room. Like, there's a lot of things that can go wrong if you don't do it like a very certain way. So seeing how you were able to improvise and overcome some of those was really nice. You did a good job.
I think that PB I had was from quite a number of years ago, although that wasn't the time I was hoping to be finished at, but the game, it just needs improving overall.
Yeah. Is the time on your page correct for your PB? It's like a 120 before.
That was the time, but now that's going to be updated.
Nice, excellent. Congrats on your PB.
Thank you. Congrats to my opponents, siberianbull9, and I do wish all the rest of the tourney entrants good luck as well. I'm sad I didn't get a chance to play the first match, but due to some decent issues, just trying to set up race time was troublesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all right. We'll see some more of you around, I'm sure.
Definitely. Whichever the next game may happen to be. Please not rock my birthday.
Yeah. You got any plans coming up for any projects or upcoming streams?
Well, it would be definitely nice to return back to streaming after quite the hiatus, just due to how much has gone on with work and such.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely numero uno. But I'm waiting for one particular event to happen too.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it is an event with the name Big in it?
Well, I mean, if that shows up, that will definitely bring me back a lot sooner. I mean, any kind of race, honestly, because I think I missed quite a bit in the past year plus, but it's something outside of it I'm waiting on. A certain amount of things that happened in the previous year, I'm waiting for a particular delivery to happen.
Awesome. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you participate in whatever comes up next, and any future big races that come up as well.
Yes, definitely.
Should be a lot of
Thank
fun.
you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for joining the tournament and racing today. It was a lot of fun to watch. I think next up there's a race scheduled for tomorrow. Let's see if I can find the race list here. Yes, there's a race scheduled for tomorrow on SpeedGaming 2. It's going to be Mr. Cab versus Slurpee at 9 a.m. Eastern. Should be another solid match. Slurpee, pretty legendary Mega Man 9 and 10 runner. He plays a lot of other games as well, but he's been playing 9 and 10 for a very long time. Very consistent at them. And Cab, who got this whole tournament organized, very good runner in his own right. He's a little bit more variety of speedruns generally, like he plays all kinds of other things as well, but he's very good at Mega Man, so looking forward to seeing that match as well. And then on Sunday, we have BT versus Scarf, both very solid runners in I believe that's the quarterfinals of the primary bracket. Round of 8. Okay. Having to check all kinds of tabs here. But yeah, we got more good runs coming up, more solid races, more Mega Man 10 on the way. So stay tuned, stick around, and be sure to watch some more Mega Man 10. Gonna be a good time. Yeah, thanks again, everybody, for watching. We'll catch you in the next race, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Take care, everybody.